How to be a content creator. Look at me. How to be a content creator. Get, a lot of followers. Yeah, none of that shit worked for me. If you are truly a wealthy creator, you're going to experience a glass ceiling early. My creativity is so off the charts that Snapchat just shut me down. But they still have a slew of cocksuckers that are on there, and cock waggers and solicitators, and all of them are having a party over there, and they didn't want me to be there anymore because I don't sell ass. But let's just keep it real. Isn't that what content creation is supposed to be about? Keeping it real. I see a lot of real people doing real shit and getting thousands of views. So you're telling me that the glass ceiling is only for those who have broke the glass ceiling of shock value. A lot of the reels we see some of it is just very shocking, right? You're like, wow, this is real. And then a lot of it is trash. And then you have a lot of beautiful creators who create timeless, sentimental pieces. And people who do things because they have great skin. You have skincare. You have mukbanging, which is killing people by the droves. They're not going to report that, though. So when I mukbang, I'm not mukbanging to be greedy. I'm mukbanging. I'm just eating alone. I don't have anybody to eat with beside my child. And when she's gaming and we're on different spiritual wavelengths, she doesn't always sit down and eat with me. That is sort of the upside to having a two-people household. Two people don't always want to be around each other, so sometimes we eat separately. Yeah. I come from a big family that I generationally curse broke. I do not want anything to do with any of them. They're all selfish and egotistical liars. The ego is bigger than their pockets. What else? The credit to debt ratio, outrageous. But they kept me in a Raggedy Ann status when I was born. I know I was born into Raggedy Ann. And listen, I did do my best to become a vintage shopper with a passion. And I do love it. But I don't do it as much anymore because when you get all of your clothes from secondhand and you don't even know where they come from, and you get used to that, believe it or not, your psyche gets used to not feeling like you're worth anything that just is your own. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with vintage shopping, but there's a difference between vintage and archived. Cardi said that, and it's true. There's a difference between Goodwill thrift shopping and having your whole life thrifted to you. I'm not knocking parents that thrift to their kids and teach them about money. But when I tell you, it was not about money because I was never given really any fucking money. Even when I was doing chores for this so-called biological mother, she made me feel like a slave, mommy dear, she did. And I was never good enough, and I was just an outcast. And so she had to beat the outcast out of me. That didn't work. So she tried to kill it out of me. And when that didn't work, I lived. And here I am. I'm a generational curse breaker. I have nothing to do with these so-called bastards. They are manipulative, engineered. I do believe some of you are Cabbage Patch Kids. I'm just waiting on some of you to admit that you're really not my family. For real, for real. Like, I'm Tartarian. My ancestry runs in Tartaria. And of course, they burned a lot of my stuff. So a lot of people don't know you. And when you pop up, they're like, we don't know you. I've already been here 5 minutes. So this is a long form video. Anyway, it's probably one of the longest forms that you're going to get for right now, because I'm just having fun and I don't want to talk. But I want to let you know you could be karma. You don't have to keep putting up with trifling landlords and mother freaking relatives that think that you're invisible all your life and then sit there and stare at you like deer in the fucking headlights. I'm going to give them something to watch. So, like I said, I was born this way. And like Lady Gaga said, the show must go on. And I will continue to create and be blindsided by the fuckery that they call uniqueness. Nothing that is on the internet that much is unique. Everything is being whitewashed or duplicated. And when I tell you your For You pages are backed up with the same shit you watched 2 years ago. Anyway, they're just redoing clips. So if you want to see exciting new things and things that make you think and things that make you go, ooh, ah, or sometimes just make you go, shit, what the fuck? Watch me. And yeah, I'm going to upload this on YouTube because it's a long form fucking video. Maybe I'll upload it to Facebook. We'll see how it does on YouTube, how well you are receiving me, because we know you don't like long form videos unless it has a bunch of fucking effects of, looks like they have $1 million god daggone Universal Studios in their house. But anyway, I know it doesn't take all that, right? Anyway, I'm Ambrosia Drip, and I'll see you guys later. Stay dripping.